Hi all, this is Dr. R. Ranjani Rani. I am from the Department of Computer Science with Data Analytics from PSG College of Arts and Science, Coimbatore. Today we are going to discuss about the topic OSI reference model in computer networks. OSI stands for Open System Interconnection, which is a reference model that is used to know how the one system is communicating with the other system. Then it has a 7 layers of OSI reference model, and each and every layer in the OSI model performs a specific individual task. It was developed by ISO standard, that is International Organization for Standardization. OSI model divides the entire big task into several smaller subtasks. Each layer is self-contained and each and individual every layer will work on it independently. This is the characteristics of OSI model. Totally it have 7 layers as I already told. The first layer is application layer, second is the session layer. The first is application layer, second is the presentation, third is the session layer, fourth is transport layer, then fifth is the network layer, then sixth is your data link layer and seventh is the physical layer. So, each and every layer has its own characteristics. The top 4 layers we call it as the upper layers, they will work on the responsibility of the host, and the last 3 layers will work for the responsibility of the network. So, as we already saw in the previous slide, it have totally 7 layers. The upper layers, the first 4 layers, and the lower layers are the last 3 layers. The upper layers mainly deals with the application related issues, and they implemented only on the software, the user's software. Here both the end user and the application layer will interact each other. The lower layer deals with the data transport issues. The lower layer deals with the data transport issues. The data link layer and the physical layer are implemented in the hardware and software. Then the physical layer is the lowest layer of the OSI reference model and it deals with the actual transmission of the data. So, this is the functions of OSI reference model. Each and every layer has its own functions. The application layer deals with the application layer gives the service to the user. The presentation layer is responsible for translation, compression and encryption. Session layer is used to establish, manage and end the session between the host and the destination. The transport layer provides the reliable message delivery from process to process. The network layer is responsible for moving the data from a host to the destination. Data link layer is used for the error-free transmission of data from host to the destination. Then physical layer is the lowest layer that this provides the actual transmission of data from host to the destination in the form of binary digits. Now we move on to the physical layer. The physical layer is used to transmit the individual bits from host to the destination. This is where the actual transmission gets done. Then this is the lowest layer in the OSI model. It uses a physical medium to transfer the data. Various physical medium is coaxial cable, then twisted pair cable, Ethernet cable. What are all the physical medium cables we use to transfer the data, that is done by the physical layer. Then it carries the electrical signals to transfer the data. So, this is the diagrammatic representation of physical layer. You can see the data is actually transmitted in the form of binary digits with the use of physical medium like cables, and the data will be coming from the data link layer to the physical layer. So, in the host side, the data link layer will send the data in the form of frames, then that will be added to the physical layer. In physical layer, the frames is converted as a binary digits and that is transferred to the destination. In the destination part, the physical layer will send the data to the data link layer of the destination part. Now, the data link layer definition. It is the layer which is responsible for error-free transmission. It defines the format of the data on the network. It provides reliable and efficient communication between the systems, and it is responsible for unique identification of devices in the transmission area. The data link layer adds two parts, that is, one is header, another one is trailer. In the header part, it will give the information about the destination source and destination address of the destination. The data link layer adds the header to know the address of the destination, and in the trailer part it adds the information of error control or error detection schemes. This is the diagrammatic representation of data link layer. The packets from the network layer will be sent to the data link layer, and here the framing of the data will be done. In the framing, the data is divided into as a payload. The first part is the header part, next is our message, that is our payload, and last is the trailer part, where the error free control schemes are given to check whether we have received the proper data or not. Then we are going to see about the network layer. This is used for device addressing and tracks the location of the devices on the network. Then it determines the best path to move from host to destination over the network. It is responsible for routing and forwarding of the message packets. The protocols used to route the network traffic are called network protocols. Example of network protocols are IP and IPv6, that is Internet Protocol. Here the diagrammatic representation of network layer has been given. The information for network layer will be coming from the upper layer, that is the transport layer, and here in the network layer the data will be in a packet form, and this is used to transfer the data from host to the destination. This will identify in which path or the which route the data can be sent to the destination. Next is the transport layer in the OSI model. This is used to ensure that the messages sent to the destination are in order, and it will check for duplication of any messages. Mainly it is used to transfer the data completely to the destination from the host side. Here the data is received from the upper layer, and this will divide the data into various segments, or this will discrete the data into smaller parts. This is the layer that provides the point-to-point communication between the source and destination. In the transport layer, we use two protocols, namely transmission control protocol and user datagram protocol to transfer the data. This is the diagrammatic representation of transport layer. Here we can see the data is getting from the upper layer. Here the entire data has been segregated into various segments, and these segments will be again forwarded to the lowest layer of the transport layer, that is the network layer. Next is the session layer. This is the layer 3 in the OSI reference model. Here we can manage the session layer, will establish a connection, manage the connection, and terminate the connection between the host and destination. Here the data is coming from the application layer, and the connection oriented or the connectionless oriented will be taken place here. The data synchronization will be taken place here, and the data will be moved on to the lowest layer, that is the transport layer. Next layer in the OSI reference model is presentation layer. This is the layer where the syntax and the semantics of the information exchanged between the two systems is given. This acts as a data translator, that is the high level language or the entire application will be given as such from the application layer. This is where the data will get in a uniformed manner, and that can be given to the lowest layer. So, as I already told, this is a layer which can transform the data in one format to a unique format. This layer can be also called as syntax layer. This is the diagrammatic representation of the session layer. Here the decode or encode or encryption and decryption, all the phases can be done using the session layer. This is the first layer of the OSI reference model. In this layer, the user can interact with the all the layers in the use of applications. This handles the resource allocation, the network transparency and the user interaction can be done using the application layer. This layer provides the services to the end user, and this layer is not an application, this is an application layer functions. This is the diagrammatic representation of application layer. Here you can see all various applications are getting interacted to the application layer, and this various applications will be given to the immediate lowest layer, that is the session layer, where very different format will be changed to a unique format. So, this is the OSI reference model. Here we have discussed about various 7 layers of OSI reference model. Each and every layer of the OSI reference model has its own permanent task, and this is what we use to transfer the data from source to the destination over the network. Using all these layers, the data will be transferred. Thank you.